Hello everybody, I'm back to do an update on what I've been working on since my last video. You can see the cat is here again. I don't know why this cat of all of them wants to be in these videos because she is the only one that runs and hides whenever we have company. And she's getting lovely cat hair all over the blanket I've got down to give you a nice solid background here. So I don't know what her deal is, but she's going to be getting in the way again. So say hi to Pinto. I wanted to thank everyone again for watching my videos and for the comments and for subscribing. And when I can, I've been trying to reply to the comments. My tablet is weird. It will let me reply to one, and then when I go to reply to a second one, it won't let me. I have to close out completely of YouTube and get back in just to reply to a second comment, and my actual desktop computer is just so slow I don't want to try and deal with YouTube on it. So when I can, I reply to the comments, and I do read them all, and I try to reply when I can. So I apologize if you've commented and I haven't been able to reply. It's not because I'm intentionally ignoring you or because I'm not reading it. So I want to start with what I have been doing for the past month. I've gotten a lot of stitching done. So let's start with my Heaven and Earth Bulletin Board stitch along piece. Said I was doing QS Hearth of Gold, and this is where I am at so far. Let's get in a little closer so you can see. There we go, focus. So I'm trying something new with this. I don't normally stitch these cross country. I also don't normally grid. But I'm pleased with how it's coming along. I'm enjoying stitching it so far, but I've had other stuff dragging my attention away. I haven't gotten as much done as I would have liked. This is well, the area you're seeing here is about a third of a page, which is probably about 75% of that third of a page. So I should still be able to get this done this year. Fingers crossed, unless something unexpected happens. This is stitched on 18 count Aida. I said in my previous video I normally stitch my Heaven and Earths on 22 count Hardanger, but because this is going to be such a small piece, I thought 18 count would work better. It'll make the finished design size a little bit bigger. I also, for the first time, ordered a material pack from Heaven and Earth Designs, and 18 count fabric was one of the options. That's another reason that I decided to stitch this cross country. It's because there's a finite amount of thread, and the way I normally work in a 10 by 10 square and just start and end each thread in that square wastes a lot of thread, and I didn't want to run out. So that is that piece. You're going to hear a little crumpling here from a plastic bag while I pull something out. On January 16th, in the Cross Stitch It's Fun Facebook group, there was a quote stitch along, and this is the piece that I did for that. And I apologize for the fold lines, but it's been sitting in a drawer since I finished it. This is a Lizzie Kate. It says, "Welcome to the rest of your life." This is from the Lizzie Kate Retirement Crazy booklet. I chose this because this is actually going to be a gift for somebody at my work when they retire. The department that I work in, there's about 12 employees, and there's going to be 3 or 4 people retiring in the next couple years, so I wanted to get a head start on some retirement gifts. You really can't tell, but one of these words is a half stitch off from where it should be, and I didn't realize till I got to the end of the word and said, you know what? Think it looks okay, don't think it's noticeable, I don't want to unpick it. So I just decided to leave it be. This is stitched on 28 count cashel linen. The color is putty. It's got, one of the colors is a Gentle Art sampler thread, and the rest of them are Weeks Dye Works. So when I finished that, I got started on another piece from that same pamphlet. I'm still working on this one. This is going to say Retirement World's Longest Coffee Break. This one is on 28 count linen. The color of this is called Dirty. And you can see that's coming along. I don't stitch on these a lot. It's kind of a little break piece when I don't want to stitch on something bigger. But I should still have a few of these ready to go for when people do decide to retire. So when I was picking out the fabric and the threads for those, I was at my local needlework store, and I had already picked all that out, so I was just looking around at that point, and I saw a pattern that I loved, and the ladies there at my local needlework store, Stitches and Things in Fenton, Michigan, I picked out this pattern, and they said, "Oh, that's new," and "Oh, okay." She said, "No, like, we just got that in yesterday. That's new." Oh, wow, I didn't even realize that. So, of course, I had to get everything to stitch it because I just fell in love with it, and I've got another cat about to make his appearance, his first appearance on YouTube if he keeps coming in. He might. He's sniffing right now. So anyway, this is called Abundantly Blessed. That is the little pattern here. And this is where I'm at with that. This would be completed, but my local needlework store was out of one color that I need. And that color is going to finish the windows and the roof here on the house. And you can tell from looking at it, it's actually turning out a lot more brown than it looks in the picture there. But I really like it. And this is going to be for me, I think. Because I like it that much, I might actually go ahead and hang this up. It's a little distorted because I had a little wonky there in the Q-snap. So it might look a little crooked. It won't when it comes out. I just had the fabric a little crooked when I put it in the Q-snap. Oh, and that one is, the pattern calls for 32 count linen. I wanted it slightly bigger, so I went with 28 count linen. And that color is light mocha. So, light mocha colored linen. Alright, and the final piece I have to show is my Mirabilia Snow Days. Again, those of you on the Cross Stitch It's Fun group got to see a picture of this just yesterday, actually. This is Snow Days. See if I can back it up a little bit here so that you can see the whole thing. As you can see, I finished the outer border and have started on the center. Ooh, my hand's getting wobbly. I apologize there for any little wobbling that you're getting. I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm just using a tablet, and I don't have any other way to hold it up that it wouldn't block the camera. So this center piece, this center part right here, I actually started stitching that while I was doing the border because I had to do some of the center. So I had done the top, I had done the side. Said, well, I'm going to do a little bit of this. I'm going to spend one day here just to give myself a little break. So at the end of that one day, I was getting out my last strand. I said this will be my last strand of thread, and it's some of this white. I go to stitch it and realize all of my red and white stitches were miscounted. All these nice little stripes up here. So it ended up being 2 days working on that while I picked those out and redid them in the proper spot. And that's when I said, you know, maybe I should wait a little bit on the middle and work my way up from the bottom when I do it, because you see all these acres of white, there is much, much more of that to be done. I actually spent most of my weekend catching up on floss tube videos while I stitched this white. But I'm actually very happy with how this is coming along, and I can't believe I've only been working on this for a month and I've gotten that much done already. Very, very pleased with that. And again, that is stitched on 32 count natural, or not natural, raw linen, which is the recommended fabric for it. And I'm actually surprised at how vibrant the colors are on this color of linen. I had really thought about switching it to like a grayish color, but the raw linen looks quite nice. I'm very happy. So that is the stitching I have gotten done in the past month. I tried joining a couple of the hangouts, and they were fun. I really enjoyed them, but I found that I had a tendency to make mistakes when I was joining them and not notice till later and have to pick them out. So I don't think joining Hangouts is really my thing, at least not on the bigger pieces, because, nobody likes to unpick their work. So I've been watching the Hangouts, but not joining as much. I'm trying to get caught up on FlossTube videos. I really spent 10 hours the past 2 days watching videos, and I'm still not caught up. And I comment where I can, but again, my tablet's really weird about commenting. But I wanted to thank everyone again for watching my videos. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below, and I will do my best to reply. Thank you everyone for watching, and happy stitching. Bye.